In that case, then I'll start the stream and we'll dive right in.
Oh yeah, I've got to remember this is streamed.
Yeah, don't worry, I wasn't streaming when we was chatting away during the fat, so... Anyway. 1859, December 26th. A single pool of light illuminated the small table where Madame Ophelia sat, her black wooden shawl draped over her shoulders to keep out the chill of her frail form on this December evening. A deck of tarot cards placed in the centre of the table. She took a deep breath and pulled the top card off and flipped it over. The picture showing a throne of gold. Instantly her eyebrow rose at this, a hand placing it down, face up on the table before going back to draw the next card. The pit was showing on the next card. She let out a breath and closed her eyes to steady her nerve. Not a good sign. So far, she whispered into the darkness. Her now trembling hand moved once more towards the deck and revealed another card, this time showing the lady. How does she fit into this? She said, placing both hands flat down on the table, visibly shaken. Ophelia removes the next card in the deck and slowly turns it over, showing a cage. A hand moved back to the deck once more, urgent now to end this telling, flipping the next card over, showing a broken chalice. Oh no, this is bad. Last card, please let it be a good one, she whispered out to the plates. Pulling the next card, she flips it over to reveal the star in ascent. Damn it to hell, she says before standing up and waving her hand, throwing the room into darkness. Footsteps are the only thing heard before the door opens, allowing the light to flood in, her form silhouetted in its frame. Melissa, get my horse ready! I'm going to London, she shouts down the stairs before running off into the bedroom, slamming the door behind her. Melissa finishes drying the plate before placing it back on the shelf when a gunshot is heard coming from upstairs, followed by a dull thump of something heavy hitting the floor. The plate falls from her hands as she bolts upstairs to Ophelia's room. Darting up the stairs, she spies a man wearing a pork pie hat and a long leather trench coat exit Ophelia's room. He smiles at her and says a few words in a language she doesn't understand. Time begins to slow for Melissa and her mind goes blank. By the time Melissa's senses return to her, she is holding a pistol, standing over Ophelia's dead body in the bedroom. A frantic knocking at the front door, and a man's voice shouting up, "Police, open up!" Outside, two policemen shout at the door as they prepare to shoulder barge it open. A gunshot rings out with a flash of light through the bedroom window, followed by a dull thump of something heavy hitting the floor. And that's the end of the fiction. So thank you very much for allowing me to say that, because that will set us up for something else in the future.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say now I'm going to be thinking about that the whole time now.
So I wrote a quick synopsis in Discord for you all to read, so you can be picked up on speed as to what happened last session. Ollie, you having trouble, mate, to log in? Oh, here we go.
So I forgot
yeah,
my mic muted. I'm just joining now.
Okay, mate, cool.
Did we spend a lot of it at the cable at last session, didn't we?
You spent most of last session researching this crystal that you've got and deciding what to do with it. You've made a box made out of mahogany. I think you've lined it with lead.
We've spoken to the crystal, haven't we?
Yes, you have, yeah. You've looked through
Yeah,
time
yeah,
and through the fates, and you've spoken to the entity within this crystal.
We're good friends now.
And you just got to decide on what you want to do with it.
We went back and saw how it's acquired as well. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then saw our friend pick it up. And we know it offers protection if it's stowed upon somebody.
Yes, but you don't quite know really what yet, because you've not really looked into that section of it.
No.
You've basically looked into its past and history and what it can do, but you don't really know what it can do, if that makes sense. You know it can protect the person holding it.
We know it's strong as fuck, but we don't know why it's strong as... Well, no. Yeah. We know why it's strong as fuck, because it's got...
Well, it's stronger than what you can muster at the moment, yeah.
Right, so what are we going to do? Have we got anything else on at the moment? We haven't, have we?
No, you can have a bit of downtime if you want.
Just general looking around for magic stuff going on.
Yeah, you mean you can spend a bit of downtime if you wish. If you got anything you wish to do. So there's not a lot going on at the moment. I will go down the list. Bongo. Is there anything you wish to do in the next sort of couple of weeks? Or do you just chill out and do your thing?
I'm just chilling. I'm just going to do my thing.
Okay, mate. Whilst you're doing that, at one of the museums, there's a gentleman giving a talk, and you happen to walk in partway through the lecture. And as you walk in, he says, "And I want you all to know that it was my idea, not Mr. Bessemer's. Not what's your character's name?
My name.
No, Adam's character.
My real name.
Yeah.
My name that Sleeper's name he has.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Owen.
Richard Owen, that's the one. Ah, yeah. And I want you to discount what Mr. Owen has said. He's wrong on all accounts. The dinosaurs were, in fact, very large birds with feathers.
What? Nonsense!
I'm sorry, Mr. Owen. I didn't see you there.
What proof do you have that they had feathers? What nonsense is this?
Oh, it's good evidence as well. I mean, if you look at some of the fossils, you can clearly see that the feathers have been fossilised. And
Where?
he points to one on the board. He goes, "This here obviously looks like a feather to me. Found very close to an actual dinosaur."
That's Wallop. This is a bird, not a dinosaur.
As you can clearly see, this fossil here, and he points to it with a stick at the board, it goes, "This fossil here was found, and it is of a dinosaur. And very close by you have this fossil here, that looks like a feather to me, and therefore I surmise that this was indeed a large bird. You can see the wings, look." And he points...
So let me get this straight. You found a fossil of a dinosaur.
Yes.
Nearby, you found a fossil of a bird's feather.
Yes.
But you didn't find them together. You didn't find them attached.
Well, no, because decaying, they would, of course, fall
there we go.
off.
There we go. What we have here is clearly a dinosaur and a bird. Two separate things that died near each other.
And do you have proof? Have you been back in time, Mr. Owen, to have a look at this?
No, I haven't. But it's Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is the best. That's the simple explanation. Not that dinosaurs had feathers. Nonsense. They were reptiles. Reptiles don't have feathers. They have scales.
And you recognise this gentleman to be Darwin.
I already knew it was Darwin. I already knew.
Okay. What utter nonsense, I'll tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Mr. Owen is a very astute student of mine. He has learned everything, but he has some very strange ideas about dinosaurs and their origins and evolution. And I suggest you all not to take any notice at all from him when it comes to such matters. But he is still a very good person when it comes to listening about ancient history and of course, ancient creatures that we can find. Not evolution, though. And I'm telling you now that this was a bird.
I'm telling you, it was not a bird. It is a dinosaur. If you
Okay.
start going on about your stupid evolution by natural selection nonsense.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the dinosaurs died out because they was weak. Naturally, the mammals took over because of the Ice Age. And so, therefore, mammals are stronger than dinosaurs. Natural theory of evolution, strongest survive.
But how? How do these variations come about in the first place? How are they passed on to the next generation?
Well,
Exactly.
I don't really know yet.
Exactly.
Genetics isn't made yet. I don't know.
I know. Still need to wait another 10 years for Gregor Mendel and his peas.
Absolutely. Okay. And while this argument rages on in the British Museum, with the students looking between Mr. Owen and Darwin, going, "What the hell?"
I will add that in this year, 1861, the first feathered dinosaur was discovered.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't look that up.
Archaeopteryx. Yes, Archaeopteryx was discovered in 1861.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that's what you were referring to.
No, I didn't even look that up. I just made it up on the fly.
Okay, well, there we go.
That was a lucky guess on my part. Okay, going to Lego and Proteus.
How much downtime are we having?
As much as you want.
We could take a good period of it and get all our stuff back up, couldn't we, as well?
Yes, you can max all your willpower and mana back if you wish, because you... Yeah, I mean, it's a slow few weeks in London at the moment, so yeah.
That's right. Okay, well, in this time as well, I am going to... Can you let me know when it's rainy day?
It's raining now.
Got a beat. Oh, it's good. Oh, okay. Let's try and do more than one beat in one scene. Can I walk round until I find the local graveyard and see if there's a funeral going on today?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I'm taking
Glad
Proteus
I'm
with
not
me
the
as
GM.
well. Before I go there as well, I want to stop somewhere. I want to stop at a butcher's.
Just to let you know, necrophilia is still illegal in this day and age.
I don't even know that.
It's highly frowned upon.
Only if you're called. No, I want to stop at a butcher's, please.
You could certainly do that, yes. What do you...
Thank you. I would like to purchase this little bit vial of pig's blood.
Okay, yeah.
Or any blood, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pig's
Okay, I'm dreading what you're going to do at this funeral.
blood. No, you'll be fine.
Okay, okay, so you're going to a funeral and you're in London. Just... Okay, I've got a number in my head. Roll a D100 for me, please. Yeah, you do find one, actually, in the local area.
Come on, Proteus, let's go.
Oh, no. Okay, so what you doing?
Well, we're just going to slowly make our way into it and see how far the funeral is through.
Mm-hmm.
Is it halfway? What section are we at? Are we there? Thanks for coming here.
They're just about to lower the coffin in.
Okay. As the coffin lowers to the bottom, I'm going to announce myself to everyone and be like, "Oh, I'm very sorry to hear your loss, but you know what? I've got some magic. Magic always makes everyone feel better." And then wait for a response. I can't imagine it's going to be nice, but...
Okay, I've rolled some dice. I need you to roll manipulation and expression, because you're trying to impress on them. And you got to beat my successes.
So... Expression and manipulation.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. Can I? No. Can I use willpower here?
You can, yes.
Give me another 2 or just the 1?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you know what? Use a bit of that. 2, 3. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't roll. Did that roll? Yeah.
Yeah, the priest looks at you.
Hold on a
And-
second. That didn't roll the other ones. Did it?
It rolled
No,
3d10.
Oh, no, hold on a second. It should have rolled...
6.
Hold on. Yeah, no. 4, 5, 6, 7 it should have rolled.
Oh.
Then roll the other 4. Ah, well.
The priest pauses and looks up, and you can see the family all just turn and look at you.
Yep, that's fine. Is there a chair around?
Yeah, there would be chairs.
Okay, I'm going to take an empty chair. This is an empty chair. And kind of place it at the top or the bottom of the grave.
One of the men looks at you. He's not looking friendly, and he goes, "Who are you, and why are you here?"
I'm Lego, and this is Proteus. We're the marvellous magicians. I've come to cheer you up with a trick.
We're at my son's
me.
funeral.
Yes, but you will enjoy this trick. So much.
I'm not
that you will
in the
forget your
mood
son.
for
Well, you know-
tricks.
Just watch, my friend. Just watch.
His wife is obviously distraught at this. She just wails. And he says, "I want you both to leave now, or otherwise I will be doing something to both of you that you will regret."
Can you let me show you the trick first?
Leave. Please. This is a solemn moment. I don't want you sullying it with your parlour tricks.
Okay, I'll perform a trick somewhere else, and you'll be jealous.
I don't care. Leave us.
Okay, we're going. I'll grab Proteus and go. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
They received that a bit more harshly than I thought they would. Damn it. Wanted to beat.
What was you trying to
Okay.
do?
Well, so I've got a load of things as my beats, as random things, and one of them's perform magic at a funeral.
Oh, fucking hell.
It would have got. The thing is, it would have got worse because on that beat is on this list is a few other things, and I'm going to try and do as much as I can in one scene. But it's fine. I can do it. I can do it somewhere else. So yeah, I'll grab Proteus and we'll head off into, I don't know, town somewhere like a sheep market and try and get some people to watch our magic.
Yeah, okay. And what is Enoch doing?
Be right back. I'll sort of spider.
Alright, mate.
I would have been told about Henry Bessemer wanting to see me, right?
Yes.
Would I be able to go and do that in my downtime?
Yes,
Go
certainly.
and see
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you head over to where his house is via coach. It's about a 20 to 30 minute ride. It's a rather large house on the very outskirts of London. You arrive there and you knock at the door, and a servant opens it up. You introduce yourself as Enoch and that you wish to see Mr. Bessemer, and you're escorted through into the study where Mr. Bessemer is, or looks to be, writing in a journal at his desk, and he looks up as you enter the room. "Oh, Enoch, how are you?"
I'm well. I understand you wish to see me at some point.
"Well, I was kind of hoping you would be here for the party. Tell me, you didn't bring it back, did you?"
Bring what back?
"That's a good chap. Good chap. Indeed, yes." Yes. I need to show you the blast furnace, don't I?"
Oh, absolutely.
Well, come with me." He stands up and escorts you out into the back garden, where you can see a huge steel, sort of massive bin with a concaved bottom that ends in a a valve and a bit of a pipe. It says, of course, it's not running at this moment in time, but this is the blast furnace. The idea is we put in the iron and it burns all the impurities out to create purified steel. And
Wonderful.
and it is amazing, you know. And this particular version, it also creates a steel that doesn't rust. I haven't quite figured out what to call it yet.
Doesn't rust?
Yes, I'm calling it purified steel, as it has none of the improperties out, the old phosphor and stuff. So yeah, and this is my plan anyway. I've got a design on a rifling system that requires a stronger steel, and this I think will suffice. But anyway, you wanted to speak to me about steam weaponry?
Yes. I'm building a steam weapon, although, well, was.
Was? What do you mean was?
Well, I got put into a workhouse because of my debts.
Oh, I see.
Somehow managed to get out.
Yes, yes, debts are quite a thing. Thankfully, I'm such a brilliant inventor that I don't suffer from debt.
No, it seems not.
So, anyway, let's go back inside. And he escorts you back inside. And as he does so, an awful grinding, screeching sound like thousands of fingernails pulling down a blackboard emanate from his shed as he leads you back into the house and closes the door.
What's that noise?
Oh, that is another one of my fine inventions. It allows me to grind brass down into a paste to be used for copper plate writing in a cheapish method as well.
See.
But you're not allowed to look at it because, it's top secret and all that.
Oh, yes, capitalism and all that.
Not even my servants are allowed in that shed.
Oh.
So, what kind of steam weapon do you want to be looking at or trying to make?
Well, before my workshop got repossessed, if you will, it used to it was more of a blast of hot air, but it generated it through the wall.
Ah, I see. So like a steam jet.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Hopefully with a knockback sort of effect, and also severe, horrific burns.
Tell me, just out of curiosity, you didn't owe money to the Jews, did you? I'm just saying. Just saying, they can be a kind of a sly lot, lending money, then claiming your land and stuff. They kind of do that. No? Oh, good. Anyway. Sorry, not in current time. It is 1861. About this steam weapon then. You would want a fuel source, I guess. Or would you want it a magical miniaturized version?
Well, I suppose it could draw upon the moisture of the air.
Okay, so you're looking at a machine that you would have to build, but then incorporate a bit of magic into it. So matter mixed in with a bit of force to increase that pressure of water out of the air to create the steam. Matter transference and latent heat properties, maybe. What does that sound to you? Sound okay?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, let's go to the drawing board. And he flips up a blackboard. And he starts to draw. And he says, right, tell me if this is looking anything like. And he starts to draw out a handheld cannon, if you like, that's held in two hands. There's no pipes leading to the back, to a backpack or anything. But he does draw a chamber of sorts. And he says, this chamber here, of course, would run on magic. You would have to power it by mana.
I see.
Now, I'm not quite sure on the spells you would need to incorporate, but my guess is matter to change the air into water. Okay?
Yes.
I hope you're writing this down, boy. Because this brilliant mind of mine will only work so quick for so long.
I'll pull out a little notepad from my pocket.
Okay. And then you want to then take that moisture and then superheat it with force. So you want force energies in there as well. So, how would you do that? You can't really generate heat without force. Maybe level 3 or 4. Let me think about this. And he wanders over to a bookcase. And where is it? He pulls out a book and starts looking through it. And he says, yes, indeed. I think what you would need to superheat maybe, yes, force level 2 to control heat.
That's well beyond my capabilities currently.
Currently, yes, but it's something to attain or or try to achieve later on in life.
Absolutely.
So you need matter to convert air to water into this chamber here. You'd then need force rank 2 to enhance the heat and to make it superheated. Now, here comes the little thing here. You won't need magic to expel the steam. It would come out automatically. Very short range, mind, but still quite an effect.
For more of a defense sort of weapon anyway.
Yeah, so something to stop you and people getting close to you. Yes, I see.
Yeah.
So you want it to be short range.
Absolutely.
Good. So a conish effect, I would guess. And then, if you really want to put the hurt on them, why not add a little bit of prime into that to make it, give it a bit of a punch. Yeah. So if you do that, that steam's going to have that extra bit of kick.
Beautiful.
And for that, you would need. Let's see. He looks through his books again, flipping through backwards and forwards. You would need prime 3 to achieve that. Then when you've got all of those components together in your magical arsenal, you've built the weapon. You need to make sure that the spell stays in the weapon. So you have to do a ritual and over again till it reinforces itself within the item. And then reality asserts itself that this is what it does. It's essentially what I've done to the blast furnace, to be honest. So anyone can work it. So science and technology and magic all mixed together. So same sort of theory, I think. And hopefully when you test it, it won't blow up. Because that would really hurt as well.
Well.
But yeah, that's what I would do.
I'm gonna pocket my notes and pat my pocket very proudly.
But anyway, this will be your own design, and you'll have to gather the materials for yourself, of course. But I do a good line in metal if you require any. I mean, there are no others that are better than I.
Well, I know where to come if I need any steel. The best kind.
Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Brandy?
Yes, please.
And he goes over to a cabinet and pours you both pours himself and you a brandy and hands it to you. It's been nice chatting with you, Enoch. Say, have you figured it out yet?
It.
Yes, you know, it. And he winks.
Oh. We've got some leads, but we can't quite figure it out.
Oh, I see, yes. Well, unfortunately, I can't really talk about it due to people watching and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out who and where they are, to be fair.
We have an idea of what or who it is.
Good. Well, tell me, will I see you at the meeting in a week's time at the Concilium?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, good. Yes, it will be a monthly thing with the Concilium. Usually, at the end of every month, they have a meeting within Westminster Palace, and where the Concilium brings forth its, how should we say, troubles to the council, and they try to mitigate or deal with it the best way they can. Of course, if I was on the council, this sort of thing wouldn't be necessary, as it would all be dealt with, because, you know, I'm just brilliant.
Evidently so.
Yes. It's nice to know your limitations, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, Henry Bessemer was a very big head. He's historically known as to being a very, very big-headed scientist. Yeah, he did actually think very much of himself.
Yes.
And then we fade away from Enoch and his strange meeting with Henry Bessemer. We will all eventually meet up, unless the Lego and Presto want to do anything else that's crazy during these next couple of weeks. Or is he still dealing with the spider?
We're going to go into town.
Oh, okay.
No, we're going to go into town, though, so I had it off because my boy.
Okay, mate. You're a bit quiet.
Yes, we are going to go in. It was away from my head as well. We're going to go into town
Okay.
and perform some magic for the
Uh,
lovely people of London.
Okay. During this time, are you also seeing Shogor?
I've got to see her again today.
Well, this is a couple of weeks. So this is taking
Oh, is
place.
it? Oh, yeah. Oh, in that time, yes.
Yeah.
We'll go back for some more training.
Okay. Just
That's
to
another one on my list.
just to see how well you do. I'm not going to role play it. Roll dexterity and brawl to see how well you do.
Oh, is this what for? With Shogor?
Yeah.
Yep. Dexterity and brawl.
Oh, I've got her in there. 2. Okay. Okay. Yep. I take it you go every other day or something like that.
Yeah. Not too much that she gets fed up.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's Lego again. And her husband's like, what's going on between you two?
Oh,
yeah.
don't worry. You don't think that way. And she's very loyal to her husband, as you will find out as you get to know him.
You know how blokes can be. Yeah. So, yeah, just enough.
Yeah. Okay. So the next time you get a beat, if you wish, you can actually buy a specialisation in Kung Fu.
Oh yes, man. Thank you very much.
Because you've started that path and started to learn that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we get to the monthly meeting of the Concilium. A message goes out across London for all mages to attend if possible. The time that you're meant to be there is 9 p.m. in the main chambers of Parliament. Do you all attend?
Of course we do.
Bongo?
Yeah, I'll go.
Enoch? Yeah?
Yep, sorry, forgot I was muted.
Okay. As you arrive at the Parliament in Westminster, you are given a badge to wear of a red rose at the doors. You can detect magic upon it, but it's only fleeting, as in it will last only until sunrise the next day. The guards then open the doors to allow you to enter. Entering the chambers, you see that the benches on the left and right are being filled by other mages that live in and around London. They seem to congregate in cabals, as the council members sit at the head of the hall with semieas sitting in the chair of the speaker. All the council members wear masks denoting their place and name. Ezith, Jesseg, Moniraid, Fothis, Stannox, and the head of the council, Semieas, some of which you've met already. Standing behind them, you see three familiar faces, or masks, in the form of Reese, who is wearing his mask, Orphic and Abura. The other mages you know hold the titles of Provost and Interfector, Sentinel and Herald. Reese is the only one of the Provosts you know. You notice, and Shogo, of course. You notice that all the Provosts and Interfectors wear masks like the High Council. You file into the chambers as the last to enter and the doors close behind you. Semieres bangs a gavel on the wooden desk and calls to order and for the meeting to begin. The meeting goes ahead as various mages stand up to represent their cabals and speak to the council of problems they have faced and dealt with, along with the recording of new items and verges found over the past month. The ones who don't stand whisper among themselves as they listen. Sometimes they will give friendly banter to the other cabals, and Semieas will bang his gavel and call for order.
Do we stand and talk for our cabal?
You can if you wish, yes.
Oh no.
Go for it.
Lego's going to stand up and be like, what's our cabal name? What did we decide?
Nominata.
Right, hello. We are the cabal Nominata. And I say it like that.
You see the record keeper just look at you and frown and shake their head.
Nominata.
In nominata.
Nominata.
Nameless in Latin.
Does that raise any eyebrows?
It does. Some of the people actually giggle and some whisper between themselves. Because I would like you all to roll intelligence or wits, whichever's highest, and occult, please. Or cult. Is there cults in this? No, it'd be occult. So intelligence or whichever's highest, and then occult.
Come in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very.
As soon as you say those words, Lego, and Enoch, as soon as you hear them, you kind of go, oh no, inside, because you realise that the Nameless are rogue mages.
Yeah, we already knew that.
It's namely the people that would summon entities from the abyss, steal people's souls and consume them.
I'll end it with, but don't worry, we're not rogue mages. It's just a name we went with.
How many of those mages know Latin?
Most of them, probably.
Say that we decided
It's a cool name, and we can come up with a name for ourselves. That's all.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Semeya's quietens the crowd down with raising his hand. Please, let him continue.
and I'll just let them know what we've been up to, what we've seen and discovered and sorted out, and say thanks for having us.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a penny,
Yep.
and I'm gonna do the old trick. You know where you put your penny on your finger and you flick it, and it disappears up your sleeve.
Yeah.
You ever done that? I'm going to try and do that.
Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. Roll dexterity and subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Yeah.
I'm not associated with this man.
Where is subterfuge?
Middle column. Bottom.
Oh yeah, there it is. Come on, dice gods, don't fail me now. Yes.
You get some impressed looks. Other people further away from you, though, don't quite see what happens. But the ones closest got to give you the quiet golf clap.
Ow. Is what's her face here?
Orphic?
Orphic, is she here?
Yeah, I just said she's here, yeah.
Oh, she is. Is she hanging her head in shame at me?
She's just looking at you very quizzically with one eyebrow raised.
Like she's my semi-disappointed mother.
And as for everybody else, like, for example, Presto, Enoch, and Bongo, I'd like you to make a perception roll.
Presto.
Sorry, Bongo, Proteus, and Enoch.
Oh, yes, me, innit? Oh, I haven't got control of his character.
Oh, hang on.
What roll, sorry?
Perception.
Okay.
There you go. You should have it now.
Thank you. What we're rolling again, sorry, Rob.
Perception.
Perception.
Nice. Okay. No. Okay, right. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Give me one moment. I'm looking for... There we go. Nope. Not that one. That one. And then... New tab. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, Proteus and Enoch. As Lego is doing his parlour trick, and Bongo is just hanging his head in shame, shaking his head. You look around and you notice two men watching your cabal in particular, and then talking between themselves. One of the men, or both men, wear various different shades of tweed. One's got a collared shirt, a white collared shirt underneath with a tie, and the other one wears like a long floppy bow tie. I can't remember its name. You notice that the gentleman in the greyish tweed has a deerstalker hat and a cane, which isn't unusual for this time period. The other gentleman has got a comb over going and a moustache. And from his way he's sat, possibly ex-military. Both of them look to be reasonably well built, and let's see. And you notice that the one with the deerstalker hat has a walking cane that is tapping with a head of a silver-headed greyhound dog emblem on the top. Oh, you also notice that during this meeting, Orphic gives you a little wave. Aburia spots this and turns her nose up, and then she looks the other way.
Bitch, isn't she?
And as the first hour comes to a close, and the
Do we
cabals...
recognise- sorry, that symbol.
What?
There you go. Do we?
Which symbol?
Didn't say there was a symbol on his hat.
No, on his walking cane.
Oh, on his walking cane. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a bit slow tonight. What? Do we recognise the symbol at all?
It's not actually a symbol of anything. It's just what's on the top of his walking cane.
Oh, okay.
Samayas says, so, Inomanati, you've decided on a name for yourselves, I see. What is your manifesto? We will record these for future reference.
I'm going to hand you to our speaker now, Bongo. He was driving.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
How's it going, Bongo?
Well, Bongo, you've been put on the spot.
Yes, I have. Thank you, Lego.
That's okay. It's okay.
A manifesto to
Yes.
stop the lies being spread by that heathen Charles Darwin. He must be stopped!
I see. And is he I mean, I don't think he's a mage, is he?
Don't know what he is. Might be the devil.
Some of the crowd started to laugh and giggle. I
Got a
see.
very good point.
I'm not mad.
No.
Everyone else is mad.
Right. Okay. But your manifesto.
Well, some of it's a work in progress at the moment. Again, we're new,
Yes, I know.
and we've been busy. If you don't know, cat gods, factories, big holes.
Yes. Yes, I am aware, but I was kind of hoping
Crabs! Lots of crabs!
crabs. What the hell? What do you mean crabs?
Bristle crabs. Brawling. Chittering.
You see you see Reese step forward and whisper.
Oh, no, they weren't crabs, were they? Were
No, yeah.
Sorry.
He whispers and he goes, "Oh, you mean abyssal spiders?"
Yes!
This elicits more laughter.
Spiders. I still have dreams about them.
Yes. That's all been dealt with now, I hope.
Oh yes, all sorted.
Good, good. Right, so, as if for your manifesto, you say it's a work in progress.
Yes, and London and stop any bad stuff, and all the typical stuff.
Yes, okay.
Do you know what? We're going to be the best cabal out here as well.
Well, it's always something to strive for, I must
Yeah,
admit.
we're going to make the rest of you look like Quickie Mark. We're going to be Marks and Spencers. They won't get that yet, but
No. I see. Well, in that case then, seeing that you don't have a manifesto written up just yet, but when you do, please inform me and one of the other council members, and we will get it recorded.
yep, Bongo's on it, aren't you, Bongo?
Yeah, sure, when I find out exactly what it is.
Essentially, he's asking you, what does your cabal stand for? What's its area of expertise, what it stands for, and what to expect in the future, essentially.
All of those are very loaded questions.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Put them in bullet points, please.
What can you expect from us? Well,
Other than chaos and mayhem.
nothing you're going to like, I'm afraid.
Okay. Semeyaz will then stand up and he says, "Everyone, please, your attention. Please listen, for we have news to report to the wider Mage Society. 2 days ago, the body of Nefer Rempi was discovered on the south bank of the Thames. What we find disturbing about this find is that his death wasn't violent. His soul had been ripped out of his body and it is missing. Our death magic can't connect with him." You notice there's a hushed whisper that ripples throughout the chambers. I want everyone to make a perception roll, please.
This is Bridges.
Enoch?
There he goes.
Oh, he's gone, is he? Oh, right. As he says this, there's a hush whisper that goes throughout the whole of the hall here. And the various cabals start whispering between themselves. But what you do notice is that the two gentlemen that were watching you turn their heads back to look at you. A woman sat on her own, listening intently to the council, and Uburai stands up and leaves the chamber. Semeyas goes on. There are many an entity that can achieve the power to do this type of murder. I suggest you all stay vigilant out there, people, and if you discover any news on the murder, please direct it to the heralds. Also, if any of you do find what did this, please do not attempt to take care of it on your own. Neferempi was an accomplished mage and could take care of himself. The floor is open to discuss any grievances or other news. Does anyone have anything to add?
We don't, do we?
No.
No, there's nothing we
Productive,
don't know,
no.
guys.
Silence descends on the chambers and Semeyas bangs his gavel one more time and concludes the meeting, and everyone starts to get up and filter out to leave. The doors open and the cabals start to file out of the chambers. And as you reach the doors, someone grabs your arm and pulls you to one side, Enoch. A whispered word in your ear of, "I would like to talk with you if you have the time." And your friends.
When and where?
Just step to one side, there's an antechamber. And he starts to lead you all towards a small green coloured door. He opens it, and it opens up into a small antechamber with green benches and chairs where
Now,
politicians would come and relax between sessions. The other man enters, the more of a stocky build man enters and closes the door after him, after checking outside. The man wearing the grey tweed stands before you, cane in hand and deerstalker. And he says, "My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my dear friend Watson. We need help with a case we are working on, but can't cover the area by ourselves. So we ask you, as you are fairly new and have no political affiliation with other cabals, you might be a good fit to help us crack this case."
I'm up for it. Guys?
yeah, sounds good.
Sherlock, did you say? I don't recognise the name, sorry.
Sherlock Holmes, investigator.
Ah, it's nice
Pleasure to meet you. I don't operate as a cabal, but my friend Watson here is a sleepwalker. Approximately.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're happy to. What are you looking into?
Well, a set of disappearances. Strange cases of drowning at a pond in Epping Forest. We've heard that you've had dealings with Bast and various other entities, and we think that you could be of use here. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of spirit magic myself, but I do know how to talk to people.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we seem to be getting good at that, actually. Yeah, well, you give us what you've got on it, and we'll happily go and look. You know, between us four, there's nothing we can't solve.
I intend to canvass the families of the missing and deceased to gather clues, along with Watson here. I would like you to investigate the pond and the area around it using magic to gather clues. I've tried to investigate the area, but my time magic has failed me, and I don't really wish to pollute the scene with my nimbus either. So I am passing this over to you that may, hopefully, and from rumours, have more affinity with various time and fate magics. I'm more than willing to talk with the sleepers about these missing people. I'm just hoping you would help me uncover what's happening at the pond.
Yeah, well, we're on it. We're on it. Time's my favourite thing.
We
And
can't.
I click my watch. Just try and briefly stop time for a split second to show up.
Time skip. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've got. Hold on.
What's your gnosis and times rank?
My time's 2. My gnosis is 2. I have got. Hold on. Tipping the hourglass. So basically, it allows me to. The mage can momentarily alter the flow of time, causing it to speed up or slow down for a subject. But not
Okay.
drastically.
Yeah.
The spell might allow the subject extra time to dodge, blah blah blah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to dodge out the way or anything, but I just want him to know that I can control time. Show.
So-
I'm fanboy and Lego hasn't got a clue.
So you take that coin that you disappeared up your sleeve, you show it to Mr. Holmes, and then drop it. And as it falls, it slows and stops midair. You put your hand under it, and it lands on your hand. And Holmes looks at Watson and smiles, and Watson smiles back at Holmes, and he goes, "Well, sir. Well, Mr. Watson, it seems we've found our men."
Yeah, we have. We'll get on it straight away.
Thank you. The pond is in Epping Forest. It's an old gravel pit that was excavated to help build the Roman town not far away. It does have a long history, and currently it's gathered the name of Suicide Pond, although I think foul play is at hand here. Maybe a dumping ground for some nefarious murderer. And that's what I would like you to investigate.
Well, we can camp it out as well.
Good. In that case then, gentlemen, I bid you farewell, and we will meet up later.
Oh well, it was a pleasure to meet you both.
And he shakes your hands. And who knows, maybe this will be the beginning of a future where we can work together on more exorbitant cases.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Do you know what? I can see us going places. We'll be a name known for years.
I really hope so, yes.
I think they'll write some books about
Yeah. There'll be even like, I don't know, pictures of it.
Pictures?
Yeah, maybe like moving ones one day.
Nonsense. No such thing. Maybe maybe a portrait of some sort.
Have you been on that newfangled cocaine?
What? Hey? Cocaine? What the hell?
Yeah, it was everywhere in London, wasn't it?
Sherlock Holmes took cocaine. Did
Oh,
you not know that?
Oh, cocaine. Oh, sorry. I thought you said cocaine. I was like, what?
Oh.
Oh,
No, cocaine.
cocaine. Yes, I do know that. Yeah, he was a big opium user.
Yes, he was.
as well.
Take it down there. You got to find that upper.
So yeah, he was big on cocaine and opium, which was much to the distraught of Mr. Watson.
Oh, did he not like it?
No.
No.
Also, in the books, Mr. Watson did actually write a autobiography of Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock Holmes called it unimaginative and boring.
Well, yeah, it was written by Watson.
Yeah. Yeah. But he later on found that he was too harsh on the man.
And he faked his own death.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was meant. That was meant to be the end of his story, but he got such.
Oh, yes, it was. But Conan Doyle faced so much pressure to bring him back that he said, "Fine, I'll bring him back."
Yeah,
Hey, guess what, guys? He actually faked his death.
yeah. I think the actual turning point was when the author, is it Conan Doyle, got beat up by an old lady with an umbrella on Fleet Street, telling him what a monster he was.
Conan Doyle, despite all of his stories about logic and science or whatever, was hugely into spiritualism and ghosts and fairies.
Yep.
Massively into them. Surprisingly.
Okay. Sorry for the history dump, and thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Mr. Holmes.
So
Mr. Holmes says
what
to
we're
you,
doing?
the pond's location is at the top of Bellringer's Hollow. It's often referred to as the Lost Pond or Suicide Pond. There is a legend behind it, but I don't take such course with such poppycock. But if you wish to know, it's about two love-struck lovers committed suicide there.
Oh no! Why did they commit suicide?
Don't know, but that's just the legend. The pond is encircled by ancient beach pollards and copyards. But the pond's actual official name is Blackweir Pond. It was dug, to supply gravel to build the town of Lufton back in the Anglo-Saxon period. Yes, and hence the reason why it's got many myths and legends about it, I guess. Anyway, no time dallying here. Thank you for your time, gentlemen, and I will be meeting up to compare notes. Come, Watson. We've got a job to do. And with that, he turns and walks out the room.
Well, he seems like a nice fella. Is it the time of day to go there now?
Well, it is getting on to midnight, actually.
Well, now would be a good time to go to see if there's anyone dodgy down there.
Well, you can do if you want.
Just say, gentlemen, should we go and have a look? Proteus is up for it.
Proteus is up for it. Enoch's up for it. Bongo?
Yeah, why not? Let's go to Epping. Never been to Epping.
Proteus is taking the lead on this one. He's gonna search out the whole thing for us now. Anyway. What was Epping like back then? Was Epping a fairly safe place back then?
Yeah.
Oh,
You arrive at Epping. The moon is full and in the sky. The shores around the pond look shallow, but the ground under the water is loose and made up of gravel, and if one isn't careful, can slide into the black depths. A large willow tree grows at the northern shore of the pond, with its long branches dropping into the water. Night creatures make their noise, and are disturbed by your approach and scatter in all directions.
need to do some mage looking, don't we?
Well, you don't have to at the beginning. You can always just investigate and look around.
quite difficult because it is night time.
It is, yes, you're right. But if you have life 2, I believe it is, you can actually You can-
Says life free.
yeah, I think you can actually see in the dark.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll just double check, but I think it's life 2. Body control, I think that's the one. Nope, not that one. Is it? No, I'm telling you the wrong. It's force. It'll be night vision, force 1. So if you've got force 1, you can cast night vision and have a look around.
For now, well, I'm gonna look see if there's any time. If I pick up any time magic being used down here.
Okay. Is anyone doing any perception tests, like investigating the area?
We shall investigate the area.
Okay. Roll perception with a -2 modifier if you're using night vision. If not, it's a -3.
I see everything. What's a success in this game?
8 or more.
Got an 8.
What were we rolling for?
Did you get an 8?
You did get an 8. Why did that come up not?
So why is it saying that I got 0 when I rolled an 8?
I don't know. That's weird.
What was the roll? I was reconnecting.
Right, perception, -2 if you got night vision, or -3 if you don't.
Righto.
It was just on that one because all the other ones, all the other rolls accepted an 8 as an success.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
Is it?
What?
Oh, is it because it took the modifier off after you roll?
The private stuff.
No, it shouldn't do. Okay, Lego and Proteus. Are you just looking around first?
Yeah. Doing a general vibe check.
Your
Okay.
perception.
Ooh, unlucky. And I guess that's Proteus, is it?
Oh, it is.
Okay.
777.
Yeah, you forgot to put the -2 in there, Chris. Or the
Oh, did
-3 for you, and -2 for Proteus. But no, that's fine. You failed anyway.
Oh, sorry.
As you start to walk around the edge of this pond, some of you get your feet a little bit wet as they dip into the water. But you get to the foot of the willow tree, and you realise there's some freshly turned earth at the foot of this tree. It's probably been turned over a few days ago.
Anyone bring a shovel?
Tree?
So this willow tree here, there's some freshly turned earth settled in its roots.
Ah.
Is there a map up?
Can't you see it?
No.
Here's why. Try there.
Oh. The resolution's changed on the picture.
So, at this willow tree here, you find a little bit of turned earth.
Oh, I do not have a shovel.
Can I find a stick?
Yes, there'll be plenty around. You're in a forest.
Good. Find a stick to try and dig the hole up. I don't like sticking my finger in the green crawly things.
Okay. You start to pull the dirt away with a branch or stick that you can find, and it reveals a small locket on a silver chain.
Do I feel any magic from this locket?
Are you using sight?
Yes.
You do sense magic.
Can I tell if it's one of the magics I use?
Do you use spirit?
Yeah.
No, you can't determine then.
Like, oh yeah,
I determine it.
I can't feel anything, so I'd like to see everyone else.
Yes, you can. You certainly can.
Spirit is my Rudin Arcanum.
Yeah. Okay. As you look at it, Bongo, you notice that this has been touched with spirit magic, and it used to have a water spirit of some kind inhabiting it.
Water spirit? Okay, can I use my mage sight with spirit eyes? See if I can see any water spirits nearby.
Okay, make a perception plus spirit roll, please. As you're going to scrutinise the pond.
Yes. I have the ability to see spirits with
Yep.
my spirit eyes.
You do indeed see a spirit residing in the waters of this pond. It seems to be slumbering at the moment.
I'm going to wake it up. I shall spend 1 point of mana. Use my spirit eyes, which allows me to communicate with a spirit.
Okay. Before you do that, do you want to roll intelligence and... Let's see, intelligence, occult and spirit, please.
See if it's a good idea.
Yeah, more or less. Okay, you would know that this spirit isn't native to England. It's a Kelpie.
Oh, a Kelpie.
Yeah, native to Scotland. And a
Yeah.
very bad spirit too. It likes to taste human flesh.
Right. That's fine. If it goes south, I'll just command the spirit.
It's a spirit in nature. It preys on living people. It
Yep.
captures them by posing as a horse or as a beautiful maiden. It doesn't care
I'm
about
not
the
interested in either.
It doesn't care about the victims, as it drowns them and consumes them by eating their flesh. Some of the victims have also known to become Draugr and will wait under the surface of the water ready to drag victims to their deaths. They've also been known to leave the watery depths during foggy nights and attack residents of nearby houses and towns. You also know that its bane is sea salt, which will halve its essence, but its ban requires a maiden to sing it back to sleep, and this will put it back into slumber and it will awaken again at some point now.
Okay.
Do you still wish to contact it?
Of course.
Okay. So you spend your point of mana,
Yep.
and the spirit rises up out of the water. It looks like a black stallion as it clip-clops onto the shore. Its red eyes looking at you, and then it transforms into a beautiful maiden, naked, with long black hair that shines in the moonlight.
Good evening, my fair maid.
Would you take a swim with me?
No, thank you. I'm here to investigate a death.
I see. What kind of death?
Can't remember now. What death was it? Was it a drowning?
Yeah.
A drowning.
She smiles. Many people drown. What about your friends? Would they like a swim? I could show you. I could show them pleasures.
I bet you could. But unfortunately, I need them alive.
Oh,
And I'm going to show her the locket that we found.
she just raises an eyebrow at it.
Do you know anything about this locket?
I was trapped in it. I'd rather not speak of it.
Who trapped you in there?
A man. A mage. I don't know its name.
Why did he trap you in there?
I have no idea. Now, and she stands up and approaches you. Why don't we have a swim? And she reaches out to touch you.
I said no! I don't want to swim. It's cold.
Do you step back?
Yes, I step back.
Okay.
I'm not going in the water with her. I'm married.
I can take all that away, just with one swim. You woke me, and I'm hungry.
Think I have any? Oh, I do have some food on me, and I'll get out an acorn.
Oh, it's one of your tasks, isn't it?
Yeah.
She looks at it, and you see her reach out, and she goes to take it, but she's... Make a wits and awareness roll.
Oh, dear.
You can spend willpower if you wish.
Awareness isn't a thing in this.
Oh, it's not?
No, not in this version of Mage.
Ah, okay, so it'll be wits and... Let's see. I will go with survival. I'll also say you could possibly add spirit to this as well if you wish. Seeing that you know what kind of spirit it is and whatnot. Okay. You realise that if you make skin contact, your hand will be stuck to hers and she will be able to pull you straight into that water.
Oh, in that case, I'm just going to throw the acorn at her.
Okay. She catches it with a... Oh! And sniffs it. And then eats it. That will do for a morsel. Do you have any more?
No, I just had the one.
Fine, if you're not going to play, I'm going back to sleep. And with that, she starts to walk into the water.
Fine. Go back to sleep then.
You got any more questions?
Yes, actually I do. How were you freed from the locket?
I believe the locket was used to transport me only. When the burying happened at the tree, the waters of this pond lapped against it. I was freed.
And how long ago was that?
A few... I don't know. Probably 3 sunrises, 4 maybe.
And have you swam with anyone since then?
Oh yes.
What's the name of the guy that we're investigating?
You not investigating any man or person. You're just investigating the pond.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't got anything really yet. Just know someone's got disappeared.
Yeah, just people have disappeared or wound up dead.
Well, I think we know why.
Do the rest of you want to roll perception? Whilst Bongo is busy at this moment in time. Okay. Whilst Bongo is talking to this spirit, you all see humanoid shapes under the water.
Oh dear.
That's no good.
They don't look healthy. Some of them look like bloated corpses. Others are just skin and bone.
Just say the last bit again. Robbie cut out.
Skin and bone.
Stay away from the water then. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are they dead bodies or are they moving worse?
They're moving around on their own.
Or they're physical? Oh, okay, they're not just...
They're not just dead bodies. They're moving around on their own. They seem to be watching the woman that Bongo's talking to.
Okay, we can't see that.
No.
Can I see them?
Roll perception if you're looking in the water as while you're talking. Yep. You see at least 3 Draugr under the surface of this water.
Oh, they're Draugr, are they? Okay. And I would know that they're Draugr, would I?
Yeah, and they serve the Kelpie.
Right, okay. Okay, this is making sense. Yeah, I'm going to let her go back in the water now.
If you ever get bored or lonely, you know where to find me. As she says as she starts to descend into the water. Without a ripple.
Okay. Oh, guys?
Yep.
I think I know why so many people might have gone missing around here.
Poor lighting.
This body of water seems to be inhabited by a kelpie.
We did notice the dead bodies in the water.
Yeah, they're Draugr. They serve the kelpie.
Oh, okay. Best thing to go with.
Yes, we need salt.
How much salt?
I don't know how much salt. Let's just get as much of it as we can.
Oh, I used some then.
Yes. Go and get some salt.
Anyone else doing anything? Somebody's put this locket here for a reason.
Yes.
Well,
We
who?
will take the locket with us.
Hey?
We're going to take the locket with us.
Okay.
We'll investigate it further.
Okay. Are you going to do any more investigations at this pond? Holmes did mention that he tried time magic to see what had occurred here, but he couldn't. He failed at that.
That's a good point. I'm gonna try.
Oh, Lego and Enoch are our time people.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Sherlock's advice with that.
Okay. If you want to use time, then you're looking for. I believe it's. Nope, not that one. Post-cognition, level 1 time.
Post-cognition.
If you don't have it as a rote, you'll have to do it as an improvised spell.
Yeah.
So if it's one of you ruling Arcana, you don't have to spend mana to do it.
Yeah, time is, I think. Hold on. Sorry, this laptop I'm using is really slow.
Let's have a quick look.
Time ruling, yeah.
Yep, you can do it. You got rank 2 in time. So I'll just run you down improvised spell casting. So click improvised spell casting, and then drop down the menu to time, and then put a 2 in the level. You want duration because you're not going for potency. If you're spending 3 hours to cast it, you can use all 3 yantra. If not, it's just 1.
There was just 1.
Yeah, you're going with just 1. Okay, and then we move over to duration. So
Yeah.
with your primary factor being duration, you should have 1 free duration, so you can put that to 2 turns. Oh, hang on. How much can you go? Oh no.
Yeah, it says free duration 2 turns.
Yeah, so you can go 2 turns, or you can click advanced, which will change your reach and give you for the whole scene. So if I was you, I'd click advanced to go for the whole scene.
Okay, I'll go for that.
And then you're looking at the pond, so drop down for scale, large room. Or if you're just looking around the willow tree, it'll be within arm's reach, so it'll be 1 subject. It's up to
I'll
you.
go with the large room.
Okay. Casting time is an hour, and you want sensory range. Yeah, sensory range. No,
Casting time.
because you're looking back yourself, so you want to be on yourself. So leave that as it is, self touch or aimed.
Right, I can only have casting time 3 hours.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Then it's 3 hours. And it'll take you 3 hours to cast, unless you do it in instant. And then
No, I'll leave it at that.
you're doing it instant.
No, I leave it at 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours. Okay, and then when you're ready, click roll. Unfortunately, the spell doesn't go through.
That's alright. Oh, okay.
Legos go.
He certainly can try. But you would know that since Holmes has tried, and now Enoch, they're possibly tainting the site with their Nimbus energy. If another failure and you're going to scrub over anything that's here, evidence-wise.
Is it saying we can, let time cool off and...
No, this will be permanent. So another failure on time magic will scrub any...
Well, so we've got to try it one
You-
way or another, haven't we?
You can do, yeah.
Well, if we don't try it, we'll never know.
That's true.
But, yeah, it's not like we can go and get a master of time to come in here and go and solve this issue. So, time. Spell cast.
Don't you have post-cognition as a rote? No, okay.
Wish I had now.
Right, what have I missed?
Enoch's failed his time spell.
Oh,
I can add mana to it. I don't have to use mana for this one, do I? Because it's my ruling arcana.
That's correct, yes.
But can I use mana to put my dice mod up?
No.
Can I use willpower?
Yes. 2.
Thank you.
Mana only negates paradox, I believe, in this game.
Yeah, I know. I forget that every time.
I've got an idea which might work. If this fails.
Wow. That's an amazing success. Okay. You
998.
you blast through the mists of time and you go back a month in this place and you see a man dressed in a tweed suit wearing a peak cap. From under the cap you can see a mop of curly brown hair. He's sitting on a log near the shore of the pond. In his hands is a locket swinging to and fro as he looks into the water. Tears can be seen streaming down his face. Standing up, you now see he is a man of average height and of stocky build. On his right leg, near his ankle, you notice a small dagger in a sheath. I'd like you, Lego, to roll intelligence and academics, please. It'll just be intelligence then. Okay.
Fun.
You can remember reading about this being a dirk, a small dagger that gentlemen from Scotland wear upon their legs at the ankle height. He moves to the willow tree and buries the locket under the tree. You also detect the faint nimbus of Holmes and his failed attempt at using time magic here. You see like a ghost of him. Once the locket is buried, he stands up and walks away back into Epping itself.
I'll make sure I get a good look at this guy.
Okay, you recognise him.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, even better.
Yeah, he's the guy that bumped into you a couple of nights ago.
Oh, the old boy.
That's crying.
The mage that just like poof, went straight into me.
Yeah.
Okay. Plot thickens.
The next night, as you fast forward, you notice a horse materialise out of the water and transform into a beautiful young lady with long black hair. She sits by the edge of the pond and starts to sing. Lured by her singing is a young man carrying a satchel over his shoulder wearing painter's clothing. She smiles at him and he blushes as she is stark naked. With a beckoning finger from the woman he approaches. As he touches her skin, she transforms into the horse, its flesh falling off to reveal bones beneath, and he screams in terror as he seems glued to the horse's flank. It pulls him into the water where he drowns. The following 2 nights, the spirit claims another 2 victims. And
Lovely.
that is roughly what you see.
Was these the nights before or nights afterwards that you're putting it up?
After.
After, oh, right, okay. Sorry. I thought it was, but I thought I heard you say before, and I was like,
No, it's just
no,
after.
after it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that back to everybody. Say, I know this guy. I've just got to remember where I saw him, where I bumped into him. He's a mage.
You're just patrolling Camden when you've bumped into you.
I was, yes, that was it. So we're looking for the guys that were after us. Maybe we go get some sleep. We go find him in the morning.
We'll need to deal with this Kelpie.
Isn't it? Can't we just like destroy the necklace?
Then
It's not tied to the necklace or locket. It's a locket. It can open up. There is a small catch to open up this locket.
I say we go away, we get some sleep, get some salt, we come back, eat the shit out of this bitch, and then we go and find this bloke.
Well, George, are we going to open it before we go? Or is that going to be like you opened it and suddenly...
We'll open it up and find out.
Okay. I'm going to give it Proteus.
Open that. Open that, Proteus. A claw comes out and rips his face off.
Yeah. And we're like, what happened?
Well.
I will open it up gradually. I will kind of gradually open it up.
Okay.
I'll turn my face away and clench my eyes, so if anything happens, I'm safe.
Okay. Let me find the information I'm looking for. And you look inside the locket and you notice that it's got a picture of a young lady bearing the same facial structure as the man that buried it, but a more feminine looking. Younger than the gentleman that buried it. And inside the locket lid...
A lot younger, like, so half...
Yeah, like he's half his age, yeah, easy. Half his age. And inside the locket lid, there is a inscription. When I find it... where is it? I can't find the bloody inscription now, but there is an inscription on it saying, to my sweetest Mary.
So was Mary his wife? Picture in there, his daughter.
It seems a very personal object.
Unless Mary is his daughter.
Could be, but then why would you have a picture of yourself in the bucket?
It isn't.
So you can look at a picture of
There's a
yourself.
picture of a woman.
It's a picture of a young lady with the inscriptions, my sweetest Mary.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Maybe we could just go ask him.
But you would
Okay,
know.
you know who he is and where he is?
Well, kind of, yeah. I bumped into him.
Yeah, once.
From Camden. We had a bit of an altercation, you know. Dealt with it. I feel like I remember something else about it as well.
But this is a very personal object.
Are we taking this with us?
Yeah.
Are we going to tell Holmes about this, or are we going to just get on with it?
That's up to you. You know where he lives.
Yeah, I think we get on with it.
We? Do 21B Baker Street.
Hmm. You mages, so you would know that an object such as this would have sympathetic links to the persons that used to own it.
I
Meaning
say,
that you could potentially use space to try and scry on this person's location that had buried it. Obviously, there's a big emotional
I know I've met him as well.
link. Yeah, there's a big emotional link on here. Yeah.
I realise why you kept on saying that now. Yeah.
You can either do that here or in your home.
Yeah, let's get some sleep first because it's late.
Yeah, it's about 4:30 now.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, let's get some shut up.
I'm not a late night person.
To-
Bongo home before he falls asleep.
I need my nap before I get even more cranky than I already am.
Carriage ride home.
Right. Okay. I shall advance it a day.
Willpower once a day.
Yes. And you all head back to your home in Camden. You have a sleep for a few hours, and I will advance it to 10 o'clock. Who's got the crystal, by the way?
It's under my bed.
Oh, okay.
The box.
The box.
Okay. I just wanted to know where it is, that's all.
I'm not telling you. You might.
You're not getting it.
I know, it's just that I would like to know if somebody's carrying it at any point. That's
No,
all.
no one's carrying it. It's in the box that we made, and it's under my bed.
Okay, that was very poignant. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Just so as I know. So you awaken after a few hours sleep. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm sure they would want to go scrying. I want to go to a fishmonger's.
Okay.
The fishmongers will scry.
Okay, we'll do Bongo first.
It's not stupid.
What are you going to the fish market for? Salt, I'll take it.
Yes.
Yep, fair enough. They give you, I don't know, you'll be able to purchase £5 of salt,
Ooh.
which is about a pouch each. Okay, and we go back to Lego, Enoch, and Proteus.
Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna scry. I wonder if Proteus can help me. Hold on 2 seconds. No.
It's space you're looking for.
Echo, you good with space? Echo, you not?
No.
Oh, okay. Looks like it's me.
You can do this as a ritual with 3-hour casting as well.
Oh, I can. Oh, good. So yeah, I'll do that. 100% space. Level 1. So I can do all my dice. Mana. Duration.
It depends how long your spell wants to last. You can do it at first scene. If you want it at first scene, click for advanced.
Oh no. Casting time, I don't want casting time, do
If you're using the full ritual, you can use 3 yantra.
Gal. Wow, you do it at 18 hours. It puts the dice board up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't mean to do that. Am I doing it for how long are we going to be? Oh, we're here all day, aren't we?
As long as you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it 6 hours.
Okay.
Just going to put myself away and do it. Advance, self, reach, cast.
Nice. Okay. You sit with the locket before you, candles placed either side, and you get your watch and your dedicated tools out, along with your lucky coin. I guess you got that as well. And you start to scry in on the locket, following its sympathetic links to its previous owner. In the darkness you hear, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have let..." I'll redo that. "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have let my anger for vengeance control my actions. No, I hurt no one. I've used my skills to do something dark. I miss my sweet child Mary, my daughter. You killed her, I know it. No, I can't go to the Bow Street runners. They only care about the rich and their warehouses. I demand justice, and Mary deserves it. Thank you, Father. Yes, I will." You then watch as the gentleman that you've seen in your vision from time, magic previous, gets up and leaves the confessional booth, making his way over to the altar where he lights a candle and begins to pray with worry beads. Above the cross you see the name, St. Cuthbert's Church. It's fairly easy to find in London. It's one of the more prominent Catholic churches. And if you wish to roll intelligence, academics or cult, you'll get to an idea of how long he will be.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
No.
He's still here, Adam. I can hear you.
No, he dropped in now.
Oh,
Was it academics or occult or what was it?
yeah. Intelligence, academics,
Yeah.
or occult, depending on which is highest.
Is there an academics?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, I haven't got anything in that, so we'll roll occult because I've got 1 in that. That's that.
Okay. You know that he's going to be here for possibly about an hour and a half with the way he's praying and going through his worry beads.
Ooh, right, boys, I found him. When I come out of my scry, is anyone there?
No. They're probably just...
This is 6 hours later. I'm like, hello, right, we gotta go to this place. Oh, where is everybody?
There'll be some people in the house. Bongo will be back now with his salt.
This is there.
Enoch will be there. Proteus will be there, but they're somewhere else in the house. They won't sit and watch you.
Yeah, you just hear me screaming like the house. Right, oh no, I found it. We need to go.
Do we
I've
not
actually
want to
just
deal
grabbed
with?
my hat.
Do we not want to deal with the Kelpie first?
The guy's only going to be there for an hour,
Okay.
and then he's going to disappear to somewhere else where I don't know at that point. So if we can do all that all in an hour, you're perfect.
Okay, we'll go and see this guy.
How long does it take to get to the?
To Epping.
Yeah.
To get to Epping from where you are, it's going to be around about an hour and a half with the transport you've got.
Oh, so we're not even going to get there in time.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, let's go do the Kelpie first then.
The Kelpie's in Epping as well.
No,
Oh,
the
is it?
the church isn't in Epping. The church is probably about half an hour away, but Epping Forest is about an hour and a half. So you got to make a choice. You can catch the guy in church, or miss him and go to the Kelpie.
I thought we were going to the church.
That's what we'll decide. Which one's best to do first?
I thought we were going to go to see the bloke because you were
Yeah.
worried
We'll go
we're not
to-
gonna we're gonna
yeah,
miss
we'll
him.
go to the bloke.
Yeah,
It's your church.
you're going to the church. Okay.
Yes, we're going to the church.
You race across London and arrive at St Cuthbert's Church as the man in your vision starts walking down the steps towards the pavement. Worry creases his brow and his large as the large oak doors close behind him.
Can I kind of be stood at the the stairs comes down?
Yeah.
Can I be kind of stood at the end, step with my hat down, tilt it down, and wait for him to walk past me?
Yeah, sure.
What was the guy's name again? I've forgotten it.
I don't think you asked it.
Oh no, I thought we overheard it. No, we
No,
didn't.
you didn't. No.
Oh, it's her name. That's the name. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Mary.
I had a name in my head. Oh, I'm just gonna stand there and swing his locket then.
Throw the locket at him.
No, I'm just gonna stand there, whistling, swinging it with my fingers.
Okay.
Basically, he's being an asshole.
I'm being an asshole. I'm being an asshole.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
Well, I'm thinking he's
Please,
the
please
reason.
tell me he doesn't notice and he just walks straight past.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's the reason that. Well, that's a lot of dice he just rolled. Oh no, I thought it was 12 dice.
No. No, I've got 2 10s, another 10. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. He stops halfway down the steps and looks at. You can see him staring at the locket. And he instantly goes on the defensive. And he says, "What do you want?"
I want you to explain this locket to me and my friends.
Aye, well, it's nothing to do with you. I suggest you stay out of it.
Well, the problem is it is something to do with us now. A lot of people have died. I'm getting that right. We are blaming the locket on this, aren't we?
Well, yeah, we do know that the Kelpie herself said that she was trapped in the locket.
Yeah.
Your locket released a Kelpie.
Aye, I know. Intentional as well.
What do you mean intentional? Explain yourself.
I don't need to explain myself to complete strangers. My daughter's dead. And it's all because of
Okay.
him. And there's nothing I can do about it.
So you decide to trap a Kelpie and release it into a lake so it can kill innocent people? I'm sorry, I'm not understanding where this connection comes.
It wasn't meant to be. I got cold feet. And I didn't carry out my plan. So yeah, I buried the locket. Unfortunately, I didn't realise a Kelpie would escape.
I'm sorry, you buried a Kelpie. A murderous water spirit next to some water.
Do you really want to be chatting less in the middle of London?
I'll shout what I want. I'm not crazy. You hear? I'm not crazy.
Oh, okay, Bongo, you're not crazy. We believe
Yeah.
you.
Pull
Okay?
out, Jordan.
He puts his hands in his pocket, tilts his head forward so his eyes are just underneath his peak, and just walks down the steps and walks past you all and down the road.
Stop that man!
Whoa! Why is this kelp? Why did you put the kelpie in there? I still don't understand why this should. Who? What man?
Are you chasing after him?
We're gonna follow him. And I say, look, we need to talk.
Well, either he tells us what's going on, or I'm going to kill him. So there's his choices. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's just as guilty as the Kelpie.
So He stops and he says, "You really want to stick your nose in this, don't you?"
Well, yeah, innocent people are dying.
Well, so what? My Mary's dead. I don't give a shit.
Well, it's our problem to give a shit.
Alright, well, deal with it.
We're just... We're in the middle of the street, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm telling you now, he killed her. That's what I'm saying. And I can't touch him.
Who killed who?
Down here.
What we're asking. Sorry.
Down here. And he heads down an alleyway.
No work. Do we want to follow this man down anyway?
Yes, it'll make killing me easier.
Yeah, we can use magic where people aren't looking.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, good point. Right.
I don't care what he says. I'm not letting him get away with this.
He walks down the alleyway. It's filled with detritus and other shit from the city that's blown down here. The walls are black and grimy, the windows boarded up. He stops in a small open area where an old well is situated, where the locals would get water from. He stands with his back to the well, hands in his pockets still. You can now see the small dirk at the ankle of his right foot as he lifts his head up and pulls his hat back, and you can see the familiar mop of brown hair. His eyes are red, and he says, "So, you want to know the truth, eh? Is that it?"
Yeah, it might help us understand why you did it.
Right. Well, Mary, she's my sweet daughter. The locket belonged to her mother. She came to London looking for work. And then she was killed. They found her body in the Thames. I know who did it, but he's powerful. Someone in the Concilium. Or somebody in the Concilium knows of how she died. I kept watch from a distance. You know, scrying and whatnot. One day I scryed into a conversation between a sweet Mary and a man and another woman. She were crying in her bedroom. I couldn't see the man or woman as I have no information on the names or the faces or anything. But I do know they used magic to hide themselves. I don't know how she died. They fished her out of the Thames. Official records state she drowned. Buried in a pauper's grave near Hyde's Park. I've not had the courage to go and face the grave yet, though. So go ahead. Do what you need to do, Sassenachs. Or just fuck off and leave me to my grief. And I'll drink till I'm sober.
Well, the problem is now I kind of feel bad for him.
I don't.
All about it.
Not the slightest.
And he stands there and he opens his arms out.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
No, they don't. But sometimes they do. Shit has to happen.
No, they don't.
So, I don't understand why you released it into the water, though. Who
Didn't. It
I
was an
didn't.
accident.
I didn't mean to release it. I buried it.
Right, okay.
I was going to use the Kelpie to fight against the person that killed her, but like I said, no one's talking. And whoever it is powerful, more so than I. So I got cold feet. I'm a coward, alright? I'm a father that can't defend his daughter. I've got all this power. Magic, they said. But what use is it? I can't bring her back.
No, but this is something we could probably look into. You might have to go to prison still.
I'll face judgment in front of the mighty Lord.
This is interesting. We keep the locket and the picture.
Aye, what good it'll do.
Oh no, because it's the mother we need a picture of.
It was the mother's locket, but it had the daughter's picture.
Yeah, but the mother was the one that was found. In the...
No, it was the daughter that was found in the river.
Oh, it was daughter that was found.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do mages have a wizard prison? Not entirely, no. They're just excommunicated. And they become apostates.
What are we going to do with this guy?
I mean, the Kelpie is a bold move.
I did not hear a word of that.
Oh.
Heard that then. We have the power to excommunicate him.
You don't know, but the Concilium would.
Suppose we can report him. Is that something we can do?
Take him in. We can take him to Sherlock Holmes. Holmesy will know what to do with him.
Oh, yeah. He works with the coffers and all as well.
And then
There are no
Holmes-
policemen. They're
No,
not
sure.
created yet.
Sherlock might be
Oh.
interested in what, why, and why he did it, all that stuff.
If you're not planning on killing me, maybe I could help you.
Oh, we like help, and yet. By the way,
I mean,
I'm
killing you
my
would be
friend
just what you
Bongo was
want.
eager to do it. Should we take him to see Sherlock?
I think so, yeah.
So what are you doing?
We're going to go see Sherlock.
Okay, you're taking him with you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fast forward an hour. You head to 28B Baker Street? I've got it written down somewhere, I think.
22A.
22A, sorry, yeah. Baker Street. And you knock on the door. That's the one. 22-1B Baker Street. Thank you, Adam. And you knock on the door, and the house servant opens the door. Yes.
Hello. We're
Hello.
here to see Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes is in at the moment. We'll just let him know you're here. Who are you, please?
Lego, this is Proteus, Enoch, Bongo, and gentleman friend. What's your name, mate?
Calderer.
Caldra.
That'll do. And she goes, very well. And she closes the door, and you can hear her going up the stairs. A few minutes later, she comes back down and allows you entry. Mr. Holmes will see you now, she says,
That's great.
as you all head up the stairs, following her. She opens the apartment up to where Mr. Holmes has his residence. And you can hear violin music. And as you enter the room, you can see that he's playing a violin. Mr. Watson is sat reading the Times with a pipe in hand. And Holmes, as you approach or enter the room, he stops instantly playing, his eyes snapping open. Ah, gentlemen. And what pleasure is this? Thank you, Miss Harper.
Well, you know that little thing you asked us to look into?
Yes.
This is the reason. This is Mr. Blah, 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 blah. His name is. And he's got a little explaining to do. And we'll go over the whole story and I'll explain to him what happened.
Okay.
And say about his daughter going disappearing and make sure I highlight that bit.
Okay.
Someone potentially in the concilium.
Interesting. This gets more interesting by the moment, doesn't it, Watson? And
We don't hand this gentleman in straight away.
say that again.
I'm thinking we don't hand this in gentleman straight away.
No, it seems that a wrong has been done to him and justice hasn't been met out, and so he's sought it on his own. Is this right, Mr. Calder? Mr. Calder. Aye, it's about right. Sums it up, I guess.
Still find out though. Let's not forget that.
And you say he released a kelpie. Inadvertently, I didn't mean it. Jesus Christ.
I'm sure that's what Ted Bundy said.
So what was you going to use the kelpie for then? I was going to use it to help me assault the mage in question that killed my Mary. As it turns out that I don't know really who he is, but somebody powerful seems to be protecting him. Or her, or whatever. I see. It seems we have maybe some rot in the concilium somewhere. If that is the case, we have to move very carefully. What do you intend to do, Cal? Do? Get drunk? Go home on a train? Or find myself flat-faced in the Thames, if that's what you're intending? I'm not advocating murder, Holmes says. I will. Look. I've got some truck with the spirit. She may be a bit pissed at me, but I possibly could help get her back in that locket. Would that absolve me of my crimes? Holmes looks to the rest of you.
How many dead bodies were in that pond?
You saw at least 3.
Lego just shrugs his shoulders. He's like, well, it's the 1800s. 3 people dead. Everyone else remains silent, so I'm guessing they agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I help you get that kelpie back into the locket. I'll take the locket back home. You'll never see or hear of me again. I'll let it go in the wild where it can't do any harm to anyone. I fucked up, I know that. You'll not see or hear me again. I can assure you that.
Oh no, don't say that. I might use you to find out who this person is
What person?
that took your daughter's life.
Well, like I said, I was going to ask her that myself in the graveyard, but I've not had the courage to go and face her yet. That's the only way I know of how to do that.
Oh, okay, we'll do that for you. Or you can come with us. We'll support you.
No, I'd rather not. She's gone, I know that. seeing a grave would just make my emotions worse, I guess. Her name is Mary.
Oh, pretty.
You asking for my you asking for my real name here? I need to make you all swear to secrecy. If I give you my
His
name,
real name.
I'm gonna have to make you a promise not to harm me or spy on me and my family.
Do we need to know his real name though? Aside from being able to find him anywhere, or we need to find a grave? Oh, yeah.
You do notice in the pauper's grave near Hyde Park, they aren't marked. But he does.
We need the name. We need her real name. Oh, we couldn't scry on her anyway. She's dead.
You can't scry on her because she's dead. You're right. It doesn't. The pauper's graves though don't have grave markers, but he knows where the grave is.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So he can tell us where it is.
Yeah.
But we don't need his name. Let's not put him into that.
Like I said, I'd rather not go there, but I can give you the plot number.
Please, if you could just toss it down on a bit of paper.
It's G21,
Okay. Oh,
and he puts it on a bit of paper.
there we go. Very cool.
The one near Hyde Park on the hill. You can't miss it.
I think I know the one. Is that the one I visited the other day?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'll keep my head down. Okay. No. I think that's all we need from him, isn't it? For now.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Or are we gonna go? No, we've got to go deal with the thing first, haven't we?
Well, yeah, we've got to kill the scroll, the soul, right?
We got trap the spirit hopefully back in London.
No.
Kill the other things. What were they called again?
Kelpie.
The Jauga.
We're releasing the Kelpie into the North Sea.
That would really piss it off.
Let's go and try and get it back independent.
Okay.
Is he going to come with us?
He will if you want him. If you want him to.
Well, he did say he could maybe.
Yeah,
Coax it in or persuade it in.
he did. Are you going to ask him?
Yes, I'd like. So we're going to go deal with the Kelpie now. You're going to come?
Hang on, just give us a sec. I'm doing stuff in the background. Here we go. I thought I'd got it done, but it isn't in here. So just bear with. If you want to take a quick break,
Yeah.
I will get this sorted out.
Okay, cool beans. We're back in 5.
Yep. Okay, what's it got? And then the next one is shape change. Oh, okay, I'll make that as well. Nearly done.
So, when we have a break, does your Twitch play theme music?
No, I put it onto a break. It just goes through random pictures that I'll put up. Essentially, if I put music up, it gets copyrighted, and then I get takedowns and strikes and all sorts. So I don't bother with music unless it's copyright free. So yeah, it's Google has got to be a bit pissy about it, to be fair. I think I'm done. Okay, so it it can go back in the pendant, Adam, but it doesn't have to. And as you say, release it into the North Sea. Carl says, "Aye, that will certainly put it to sleep for a very long time. It'll not wake up from that."
We could always keep it safe. It makes sense. We could just give it to one of the conciliums. No, our not concilium. Sorry, concilium is the main thing. Our
Order.
that's it. Order. Look after, and then if we do need it, we can go back and get it.
You can't really kill spirits; they just go into slumber.
That's what I mean. We can just dig it out. Rather care.
So basically, a spirit is immortal. What happens though is that they go through phases of slumber and awakening. When they're awake, they do their own thing. Some of them though are, how to say, they like the taste of human flesh. And they will break through into our world and consume it, and they will get essence from it. You can't destroy it, but what you can do is basically put it back into slumber or trap it in an object.
Okay. We roll it and see what happens. Right. Have we got everything we need to go?
think so.
Okay. So you don't want to put it back in the pendant, you want to pick something else. What's Bongo want? Bongo wants to put it down. Let's keep it. Well, Lego's quite interesting in keeping it, so I'm sure it can give me Bongo. It would be a great necessity. Oh! We could explain that we'll keep it, happy and content in a certain way, not bury it somewhere deep, if it looks after our cabal.
Cabal.
What's cabal? Wherever the
Cabal.
Cabal. Then we have
What?
a... I don't know.
We could threaten it with salt to guard all the cabal.
We can leave, cups of water around the cabal.
You
Around our house. Sanctuary.
thing is, if you put it in your well, it's going to need human flesh to sustain itself. once a month, once a lunar month. So once every 28 days, essentially.
How fresh?
Fresh, living.
How ethically do we get?
That's where the
living?
essence comes from, because of the living flesh.
It is Victorian England, so it's probably available.
Once a month to find one bad guy. We found a few already this
To be
month.
fair, it wouldn't kill us to bring a hand or two back.
What happens if they just died? So we just killed them.
It has to be living.
It has to be living.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll,
Oh.
that's alright. We can keep people alive.
What you do know, though, is that you could potentially force it into an object and use that object as a fetish.
Oh, what?
They're called fetishes.
No
And
matter how you say it, still sounds.
And they have their own powers. Problem is, if you force it into this object, it will be cursed.
Ooh.
Or it can live in our well and protect our establishment.
Yes, but it will leave your well once a month to eat somebody.
What if we bring it food?
What, as in human beings?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to incur wisdom rolls. Because it's not
Well,
really...
even if they're really bad guys,
Yes, even if they're really bad guys.
and we were going to kill them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, it can go off once a month. Well, I don't know. Lego's up for this. Can we explain to it only goes for bad people?
It doesn't care. It has no morals.
Yeah, but not we know it doesn't. But we want to explain what bad people are.
It really won't care.
Well, then we have to
Life is life. It doesn't care what it is. Whether it's a newborn or an old person, it does not care as long as it's living.
I don't think it will go down well with the Concilium.
No, because they are well.
Plenty of orphans, haven't we?
There are other spirits that can protect your safe place, but that aren't as dangerous as a Kelpie. But they are just as powerful.
Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, I think Bongo is right. We need to sort the bitch.
Yes, that's also.
Or what's the potential? So say we put it into an item.
Hmm.
You said it's cursed. What does?
Well, if you make a fetish and then you force the spirit into it, the item becomes cursed. So it will do something bad to you as well as the person that you're directing it towards.
Like a mirror that makes you ugly the more you're looking at.
Yeah, kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, right.
So, for example, the powers of this particular spirit, Bongo would know these, would be shape change, paralyzation, and materialize. If you was to use it in a fetish, you could possibly get it to be able to change your shape or paralyze somebody. But it would come at a cost to yourself. So, for example, a cursed item that would change your shape, well, you'd probably be stuck in that shape forever.
Okay. Oh.
A paralyzation, it might just backfire on you at a random time and turn you to stone or something like that.
Doesn't sound something like I want to play with.
You're basically playing with fire, and at one point it will burn you.
But you could do it, just keep it and not.
There are many cursed items, yes, and the Concilium and Orders do keep them under lock and key.
Okay.
So yes, there are plenty of them.
I think it's a lot more simple, as Bongo said. Sort the bitch.
You could do that, yep. And you know that putting it back to
We did
sleep...
bottle guys, didn't we?
What, in this game?
No, in the other Mage.
Yeah, in the other Mage game you did, yeah. You do know that if you put it to sleep, it will return back to its original home in Scottish water. and it will only reawaken if a woman commits suicide at the pond or after 100 years have passed.
Oh, okay.
To make sure it remains asleep forever, though, a maiden would have to perform at the pond by singing it back into slumber once every 100 years.
Don't have to worry about that for 100 years, so.
No.
We'll let Scotland know.
Oh,
Send
and
them a message.
by the way,
100 years, send some maiden to go sing a song.
you see a lot of this stuff, such as these rituals. What do you guys know? Yeah. Roll intelligence and occult for me, please. Just see what kind of knowledge you would have. Of the cultures that you know of in London.
Say that one more time.
Intelligence and occult.
Intelligence and occult.
Okay, Enoch's got it. Okay, before we go on, I'd like everyone to have 3 beats, please, and Bongo and per Lego, you get 1 arcane beat each as well. So Enoch, you rolled 2 successes.
What did you say again? Sorry, you cut out.
3 beats and 1 arcane beat.
What for?
Well, the 3 beats we'll be doing for the scene so far tonight, and the arcane beat is for looking through time and dealing with the spirit.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my god, I'm getting closer and closer and closer to...
Okay, Enoch, you would know that a lot of what the werewolves do, the Garou, are rituals to placate spirits and put them into slumber. And they do this on a ritual basis, and they will do it quite regular. As they claim that there are many spirits around the globe that are very deadly and dangerous and need to be kept asleep, and this is why they do what they do sometimes.
Well, unless I'll suggest that to the guy, to the group.
So if you kill it, it will go back to Scotland, but you might want to inform some Garou up in Scotland. Might. But you don't. Well, you could ask Cal where he got it from, and he'll tell you, and it will return there. So you could ask the local pack if you know who they are.
Okay. So, sorry, we sent this bitch back to you.
Yeah. But Cal doesn't know who they are, so there's no chance in you finding out. But you know that there's a big chance that if they realise what it is, they would probably look after it and make sure it doesn't do any harm.
Okay. Oh, they'll figure out in 100 years then.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's a few more innocent people, might die. You know.
Or it could be in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. We'll just go hunting. Right. Let's get there then.
So where are you heading?
Epic.
We are, in the great words of Bongo, gonna salt that bitch.
Salt that bitch. Right. Okay.
Oh, salt that bitch. Sorry.
You head back to Epping. And
I just imagine this really old man carrying around all this fucking salt.
5 pounds of salt.
Yeah. I feel like we would help him with it because that's like, oh, that's £5. No, that's a small child. Does Bongo have a stick?
Okay, you arrive back at the pond. The waters are still and calm. The rain patters down across its surface. The sun is beginning to set, or will have set by now. In fact, actually, what I'll do is I will put it to night time.
That's cool.
Okay.
A fine mist hangs just above the surface of this pond, obscuring the view into the dark waters. All is quiet, apart from the crunching of your feet upon the gravel shores, the occasional snap of twigs and branches, or the rustle of leaves high above. What do you want to do?
We need Bongo to talk to it.
Okay. You see it sleeping beneath the waves, or beneath the surface of this pond. Or is it? Do you want to make a perception roll? You can see it chewing on a human form down there, consuming it. Okay. You've now got a hand covered in salt. What do you want to do? Guys?
I don't think there's a lot we can do without
Yeah,
Bongo.
we can't see it.
No, not yet. Is Adam still in chat, or has he dropped out?
May have dropped out. The king was spiking about.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She's got a hand covered in salt. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, yep. So you spend a mana point, and now you can talk to the spirit. Oh, okay. And you're full of mana as well, aren't you? Oh, you should have filled up with the others, mate. You did get a couple of weeks off, so you would have had time to restock if you want to stock that up. And when you're ready, let us know. You see the spirit look up from its meal, and it starts to gently rise up out of the water. As it does so, it changes to that fair maiden once more. And I don't know if I can... Ah, here we go. And it changes to that fair maiden. I'll use that one. And appears out of the water. I will just clear the weather up. Hang on. And she glides over to you, but stops just at the shores. Ah, so you have come. You can all see her now.
Clever trick.
Come, take my hand. And she holds out her hand. You can see a lustful greed in her eyes. Are you going to touch her? Okay, so you're going for the old subterfuge. Okay. In that case, I need you to roll wits and subterfuge to see if she sees what's coming. And it will be against her. I'll say finesse. As you go to bitch slap her, she sees the salt and flinches back away from you and hisses. As she does so, she changes back into a horse and raises up her front hooves to come down and smash you on the head. And we enter combat.
Shit. She is spiritual horse.
She's a spirit that's been made material. That's now materialized.
Oh, so it's physical now.
Yes, it's very physical.
Oh, good.
So does it have a weakness for salt or something?
Yes, it
Okay.
It has a weakness for salt, which would half its essence, which makes your life a little bit easier. So if Bongo does manage to land a blow on it, it will still count if he's using the salted hand. So if he's using his salted ham fist, it's going to do some pain to it. Okay, guys, and I think that's what we'll leave it for tonight.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
It was good fun.
Yeah, very good fun.
It was interesting. I did not expect that bloke to come back up again.
Well, I was like, that'd be really cool to do, so that's why I did it. But yeah,
I think that I'm looking forward to seeing
seeing where this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know where it goes. I'm just be interested to see what you guys think. Do you think with me using Holmes and Watson was a bit cheesy, or do you want
No, I like that.
to?
No,
I like that. Shit, do that.
Yeah, you want me to keep doing that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
cool. What about you, Adam? You happy with me doing that? Doing stuff like that? Cool. All right, mate. Yep. I will look into what else I can do, because if they survive this, they could be reoccurring character or NPCs in the future as well. So, yeah.
If they survive this, then I here.
Uh,
Doesn't bode well.
Well, if they survive this adventure. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it for tonight, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time with another Mage the Awakening.